Good day and welcome to SCO BRICS Insight, where we look at what's really going on in the world of the BRICS. Now, today I want to talk about the remaining Russian companies that are domiciled or listed abroad in foreign jurisdictions that are returning home. Russian companies that are listed and domiciled in the West are returning back home due to the unfavourable treatment they receive in the West. In fact, more Russian companies have come home to Russia than are Western companies leaving Russia. Yeah, Russian companies are coming back and Western companies are staying in Russia. So why are they coming back and domiciling what is known as offshore zones? Now, the number of companies setting up in Russia's offshore zones has increased by 1.5 times in 2024 and is almost 500 companies now. Now, among them are major players such as the search engine giant Yandex, the headhunter and mother and child clinic. First of all, organisations that were previously registered in foreign jurisdictions have faced enormous problems due to sanctions and are moving back. In the special administrative regions, they've simplified the conditions for setting up and doing business. In future, however, Russian foreign offshores on jurisdictions may become a centre for attracting foreign investment, particularly from other BRICS member countries. Now, which companies are planning to move to Russia in 2025, and how do the special administrative regions work in Russia? Well, by the end of 2024, 488 companies were registered in the special administrative regions, 379 on Oktobersk Island in the Kaliningrad region, and 109 on Ruski Island, Primorsky Krai near Vladivostok, according to the Ministry of Economic Development. In total, 190 participants moved from foreign jurisdictions to Russian offshores in 1 year, and the total number of participants has increased by about 1.5 times. Now, before I continue, I'd like to make an appeal. If you like and enjoy my videos, you can help me fund the channel and my website, scobricsinsight.com, to further develop it. You can do this by making a small donation, which can be done by clicking on the thanks button at the bottom of the video screen. Everybody who donates does get a personal thank you from me, and I'm thanking you all now just for watching. Every view is important to me. Now, the special administrative regions are areas where there's a simplified tax and currency regime. They're suitable for companies that have decided to move from a foreign jurisdiction to a Russian one. Now, these SARs appeared in Russia first in 2018. And their main purpose was to delocalise foreign holdings controlled by Russian citizens. The number of companies in the Russian offshore zone began to grow rapidly in 2022 after the introduction of the anti-Russian sanctions. Before that, residents started to appear quite slowly. In 2019, there was actually only 22 of them. Now, as the Ministry of Economic Development has clarified, 83 new participants registered in the zones in 2022, 200 organisations at once in 2023. Now, at the same time, some companies registered in the economic zone may move to other constituent entities of Russia as they feel more confident. Now, in 2024, large companies such as the recruitment agency Headhunter, the medical centre Mother and Child, they moved from Cyprus, where they were registered and domiciled, to the special administrative zones. In February 2024, the Yandex, which is the giant search engine and other computer-related technology, completed its re-registration in Russia from the Netherlands. Now, Russia's offshore zones are home to large companies from various sectors, particularly energy, the agro-industrial complex, development and services. But Russia's small and medium-sized business sector is also actively moving into such areas, according to Ivan Azazovich, who's a CEO of the Small and Medium Enterprises Corporation. Many small businesses are now registering on the Oktobersk and Ruski Islands, employing more than 1,600 people. Now, the full list of organisations is not actually publicly available, but it will be soon. Most likely companies with Russian, not foreign beneficiaries operate there, noted American financial group Alexei Tarpovsky. Now, the tax regime in the SARs is simpler. In the context of sanctions pressures from the EU and the US, it's become actually pretty dangerous for Russian companies registered in unfriendly states to remain there, mainly because their assets will get stolen, their bank accounts frozen, and it's just pretty well fraught. the rule of law's gone out of the window in places like the United Kingdom. Therefore, in 2022, the state introduced a simplified procedure for relocation called redomiciliation to the SARs. This was recently extended to the end of 2025, according to Pavel Martichenko, who's a lawyer specialising in international and tax law. The activities of most companies were literally blocked. Foreign banks closed their accounts, foreign lawyers and auditors, following new sanctions, refused to provide simple services to these companies. And according to analysts, moving to the SARs was the only way to actually resume full operations after the company's official work was blocked. In fact, it was a rescue with the preservation of assets. When registering the Russian offshore zones, companies received tax benefits and reduced their business costs. For example, when moving to the SARs, companies receive a reduction in the profit tax of up to 5% on their income received and up to 10% reduction in dividends, interest and royalties paid by international companies. In addition, SARs are exempt from transport and property taxes, and there's no currency controls there. Companies can use their foreign law that they were under operating up until 2039, and that's from the states where they were registered, like Cyprus, etc. Now, the change of jurisdiction will also allow the public companies to resume paying dividends to their shareholders. Now, the conditions for companies to relocate to the special administrative regions are constantly being improved by the Russian government. They're happy to see the money coming home and the companies coming home. I mean, they're paying the tax revenue, they're realizing that investing in Russia is far more beneficial to the company and to the country and to their employees. According to Alexander Novak, who's the Deputy Prime Minister. He says, at the same time, work is continuing improving of the personal funds in the SARs. In order to make these more accessible, the minimum amount of property contributed to the fund has been reduced from 5 billion rubles to 500 million rubles, according to Kirill Baragov, who's this member of the Russian Federation Council for Financial, Industrial and Investment Policy. So the relocation process is going to continue. In 2025, the online marketplace Ozon, which is a Russian version of Amazon, and the property aggregator Cian, who major developers, are expected to complete their redomiciliation to the Russian Federation. Now, these companies are already registered in the SARs, but the redomiciliation will not be considered complete till they've ceased operating in their previous jurisdictions by liquidating the old legal entity. Now, a major property developer, Etalon, is also planning to re-register. And however, the companies, a number of companies that continue operating unfriendly is decreasing so rapidly that the demand for redomiciliation in 2025 in Russia will actually decrease because there's not a lot left. However, in the West, nevertheless, SARS is going to retain its importance for the Russian economy. It's going to main thing is Russian offshore situations will ensure the smooth operation of companies that were located there during the difficult foreign policy situations. It's been a lifeline for them. And they've supported the inflow of tax revenues. They've created new jobs. In the next 5 to 10 years, Russian offshores will contribute to the development of innovative industries in financial technology, blockchain, artificial intelligence and biotechnology. All areas that Russia is there. So the creation of these special economic zones is going to help Russia reduce its dependence on traditional industries such as energy and move it towards a more diversified economy. In addition, these special economic zones play the role of economic havens for companies, providing them with favourable conditions for doing business. It's also important that in the future, that they can become the centres for attracting foreign investment and help integrate into the Russian economy companies from BRICS, other Asian countries and the Middle East. So it's all part of an integrated strategy for investment within the BRICS, and it's all looking pretty good. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe. And if you want to help me out, click on the thanks button and make a donation, and I'll see you all again soon. Thank you.